can feel it down in my plums. When I hear a sound, a rap at the door, my young son Gabriel walks in. My wife says, "No, Gabriel."
Welcome back to
I
Let the
say,
Boys
"No."
Watch, an entertainment podcast brought to you by Going Great Productions. I want to be, of course, my name is Robbie. And this week's episode, Bobby's back. So Bobby gets to pick what he wants, and Bobby likes Memories of Murder, the 2003 psychological drama directed by Bong Joon-ho and written by Bong Joon-ho, Kwang-lim Kim, and Sung-bo Shim. Uh, Memories of Murder stars Kang-ho, Kim Sang-kyung, Kim Roi-ha, Song Jae-ho, Byun Hee-bong, Ko Shee-hee, and partner Sek. Alongside me is the cuz. Cuz, how we doing?
Doing good. Well, glad to have you back. But Robbie, have you ever been put on a performance improvement plan before? Let's talk about your
Tons,
attendance.
tons, tons,
Got to talk about
tons.
your attendance.
Oh, please. It's not the first time, not the last. And alongside the cousin, myself, good friend, co-host Ryan. Ryan, how are we doing?
Oh, good. That was good, Benny. Much appreciated. But I'm very happy you're back, Robbie. Does it feel good to be back?
Oh, please forget about it. I was thinking about it all day. Couldn't believe it.
Couldn't wait to get behind the
Couldn't
mic.
wait. I couldn't wait to be on the mic.
Yeah. But yeah, like Robbie said, this is Let the Boys Watch. We watch movies typically that one or all of us haven't seen. Sometimes we just pick one, but a lot of times we put it up for a vote on Instagram. So we'll come up with a theme, and then you people vote,
Mm.
and yeah, I know. Our followers vote. So you should follow us over there at Let the Boys Watch Pod. You can also send us an email and give us some ideas on suggestions or I don't know, your opinion on this movie or any of the other 150 some odd movies that we've watched. So send us one over there at ltvwpodcast@gmail.com. And Benny, please tell them where else they could do things.
Yeah, follow us on YouTube. You can catch up on all of our past episodes. You can listen to me stumble, bumble, and fumble through the intro the past couple of weeks without Robbie being here.
That was
Uh,
embarrassing. I'm sorry, it was embarrassing. I saw it. I had to turn my TV off.
I wasn't ready. I'm never ready. I think I'm ready. That I'm trying to do Robbie. I'm doing an impression of Robbie, but I want to do my own intro. Anyway, follow us on YouTube. Look for Let the Boys Watch. Type in Memories of Murder. Type in Inglorious Bastards. Type in Sam Rockwell, and you'll find you'll find our old
Great
videos.
character actor.
Yes, click subscribe this way. Every time we drop a new video, you don't have to search for us, pops up right in your home feed. If you'd be so kind, give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment. We'd really appreciate hearing from you. Let the boys watch YouTube.
Yeah. Um, Robbie, can we get a quick plum score on Benny's impression of you?
Oh boy, that's a 2.6 right there for the
Whoa.
yeah.
I
It's
thought
about
he did a good
2.3
job.
higher.
Yeah, he was there. He did a good job, but when, like you said, he was rumbling, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He was down at the goal line and he couldn't really push it through. But hey, he did a good job.
Couldn't. I was going whoop, whoop, whoop.
It's like in Seinfeld when Peterman goes, "Here's to a job done."
Done.
So like we said, this is Robbie's return after a couple weeks off, and he picked Memories of Murder. If you have never been here before, we're gonna do some overall impressions, do some scores, and get into a couple segments. Before we do that, since this is what is this? '03? Yeah, I mean quite a while ago came out. Maybe you haven't watched it in a while. I'll quickly do a recap as to the best of my ability, which is not great. But it's set in 1986 in South Korea. It opens with the murders of two women in the outskirts of like kind of a small town, smallish town. And we're introduced to some speaking of bumbling, stumbling, and fumbling, we meet a couple of detectives that don't know what they're doing. The entire police force is inept. Let's be honest. People are just walking through crime scenes. Nobody knows what they're doing. So I guess someone, the chief maybe, somebody says, give us a
Shut
big
it
city
down.
guy, bring him down. So is it pronounced Seo? Seo? I'm not sure. But he comes down, gets involved in the case. They clearly, again, don't know what they're doing. They're just like throwing darts at anything. They are using some real questionable investigative tactics, some coercion. Um, not having a lot of luck. They follow a couple leads, find some evidence. They're not able to do some DNA testing, so they send it off to U.S. Their prime suspect at this point, not a match, not a conclusive match. So it kind of ends up being, questionable. I mean, the real life story, I don't know if you guys are aware, but the real life story is they do eventually catch this guy years later. I think it was 20 like 14 or 2019, something crazy. But the whole idea of the movie is kind of could be anybody, could be one of us. We're ordinary
Listen,
looking, right?
where were you in
Well,
1986? I know where I was.
that's
I was
I
only
know
two
where
months
I
old.
was. I mean, I was gonna say we're ordinary looking except for Robbie, so he doesn't fit the bill.
That's true. He couldn't have been the handsome guy.
Yeah.
Oh, please, couldn't have been me.
Um, so I think all three of us have not seen this, or wow,
Correct.
that's a rare trifecta. So, would anyone like to start with some overall impressions?
But we haven't heard from the kid in so long.
Oh
Oh,
my God, we
please.
need it. We need
Call me
it.
King. Call me King Griffey Jr. Uh,
Sweet swing.
yeah. So I've been. This has been on my radar for a while now. I don't know. I guess ever since seeing Parasite, I've wanted to see more Bong Joon-ho's movies, but I haven't really got around to it. This was on maybe one poll of ours, and it didn't win. So I had a couple in mind. I had LA Confidential. Maybe would have picked that. I had a couple. I had like three, I think, um, that I maybe wanted to pick, but I decided on this because I do love a nice psychological drama. Especially one that deals with a serial killer on the loose and they don't know what it is. A la Zodiac. But yeah, so I wanted to see it. I've been dying to see it. I was pleasantly surprised that it was on Paramount Plus for free, but not really for free. But yeah, it's I don't know. I got some takes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I wasn't that impressed by this movie. I don't know why. There's a couple of I don't know. There's a couple. I think Parasite's one of my favorite movies of all time. But there's a couple movies by this guy that I really don't enjoy or I think are very overrated from what I hear about like the praise for it. This was okay. Snowpiercer was whatever. It never really got my fancy like Parasite did. But yeah, that was it. I was disappointed. Yeah, I'm having a tough time trying to score this movie as well.
I'm surprised you didn't like Snowpiercer. I thought it was good, and maybe it's because I went in with no expectations for it. I didn't even know it was Bong Joon-ho. Um, I think I just said it wrong both times. But get ready for that for the next hour. Um, yeah, no, I liked Snowpiercer. I thought it was interesting. I thought it um, was better than I expected it to be. But I enjoyed it, so I'm surprised you didn't really like it that much.
It's been a very, very long time. Maybe I got to revisit it one day, but we'll see.
Maybe next time you go to Manila, you can watch it 14 times.
Yeah, I could watch it there back. I could probably learn. I can read the entire dialogue without, needing to see the movie. I could act it, reenactment on the plane.
If you want, I could record a recap and you can just listen to it like 12,000 times.
Yeah, I might have to rip out the emergency latch and jump out
I
from
can't do this. I'm out of here.
57,000 feet.
Yeah. Um, Benny, overall impressions?
I liked it. I wouldn't say it was the greatest movie in the world. I'm pretty sure this was his first movie. I'm not even going to just try Bong's first. It's the second. So you could definitely see what he grew into. You could definitely see, the things that he took with him later on in his career, the way he, frames things, kind of some of the um, tropes and the things that he kind of reuses throughout the rest of his films. But I like how it was, you have it was lighthearted to begin with, and that kind of carried through. And then, as it became, more intense with the investigation, and they were actually following leads, it got more serious, and you get the moment at the end of the film where the roles are reversed. Um, you know me, I want to know what happens. So bummed that we don't get an answer to who done it. But maybe that's what this movie's not about, and maybe I'm not really there all there mentally. I mean, we know that for sure, where I can fully grasp this on the first watch, but I have a feeling it has a lot to do with kind of the way things are in Korea. I know I briefly read some stuff online about how it's just kind of the injustice of the way things are in Korea sometimes. I know there's a lot of debate on who, sorry, let me try to bring him up. What's his name? The son that ends up getting hit by the train, about him,
Oh,
being,
but I'm not sure how to say it.
yeah,
Bayek?
I think so.
Yeah. Baek.
Anyway, so the son that was burned, about him, it being done by his father, and him being triggered into kind of regressing to that memory when he sees the handsome man, and just how that whole story played out. Again, only because I read it, never would have gotten there by myself because I'm a dumb dummy. But so there's probably more going on to this movie than I thought, than just the kind of like, oh, who was the killer really at the end of the day. So probably had a lot more to say than I was able to take in, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time watching it.
Yeah. Couple of notes. Baek Kwang-ho was the kid you were talking about.
Okay.
And
Guang Ho, yeah.
yeah, this was Bong's second feature-length directorial film. He had a
Okay.
few like shorts and he wrote a few before this, but this was his second like, you know, feature-length
Direction.
director. Um I'm kind of I'm kind of with I think both of you. I liked a lot of parts to this. There was a number of parts where I kind of thought it was like a little bit slow, but I don't know, like I didn't know going in that this was based on a true story. And I think once I did a little research and thought about it, I feel like I liked it a little more knowing that it actually, I mean, I'm sure some liberties were taken and whatever, but yeah, I kind of I agree with Robbie where Parasite was really great, and anything else I've seen from him, like Snowpiercer, this, like, yeah, good. You can definitely see flashes of talent. There's a lot of good shots in this, and the themes are good, but yeah, I don't know, just a little bit boring. I feel like maybe a little long. But yeah, I'm not mad I watched it. I don't probably need to watch it again for a while, but I'm also kind of shocked at like how highly regarded this is after doing some research. It's on a couple of like top 10 lists like of all time. Which is crazy to me, but what do I know? It's the whole theme of this show is we don't know anything, I guess.
True.
So,
Robbie, it was on the New York Times list of best movies of the 20th century?
Yeah, it was 99.
Okay. All right. I
oh,
mean,
all right.
properly rated, I feel like.
All right, yeah, that's
Um,
I could buy that.
it's crazy to think about, and let me hear talking about Bumble and Stumble and Fumble and see if I could do this. It's crazy to think that 2003 to 1986 is way less time than 2026 to 2003 when this movie was made. I
Yeah,
was thinking about that the whole time. Like, we are getting
6 more
old.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wild. It's messed up, man.
I
I
know.
can't even I can't even wrap my brain around that. But yeah, I mean, it's funny watching this and like, we're used to films that are set in the 80s, whether they were made back then or we're looking back in the US. Like even this is like even I guess like further back, like just as an example with they don't have like really any DNA testing or blood type testing or like anything. So
Yeah,
it's
they got to
like,
send it to us.
what's that? Yeah.
Said they had to send it to the US.
Yeah. And it's like it's just it's like it seems like even further back uh of like a setting of for the time. But yeah, it's really not that long ago if you really think about it.
Or at least that's what we're telling ourselves. Being born back then.
Yeah. Um, all right. Let's do some scores and then talk about it. Does anyone want to start?
I'll do the old Joe D. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
it a 7.6. Enjoyed my time with it. Appreciated it. I liked the story. I liked the characters. I liked kind of the twist, not really a twist at the end of the movie. Um, Time well spent. Wish I would have found out who did it, but I'm not docking it because that's not what the story is. But yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about all the fucking drop kicks in this movie.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I know.
If we were rating
Damn
drop
it.
kicks, 10.
I have so many drop kick lines that I wanted to drop in there. No pun intended, but
I just nowhere.
it's so good.
That guy, that Officer Cho, fucking loved drop kicks. Loved them.
That one in the interrogation room was fantastic. It's just out of nowhere. It's like an
Lit
RKO.
I know, literally from the other side of the over the table. No running start.
Even my main man from Parasite with the first drop kick down the hill, I
Oh,
was like, damn.
when that happened, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
I
Just
was like, what?
using gravity and the hill to your advantage and just launched himself.
Surprised he
Like,
wasn't hurt, more hurt. Getting
could have broke
drop
his
kick on the
tailbone.
bottom of a hill. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. Just ask for directions. Yeah, again, I love some of the shots. You know, like Benny said, and you guys said it, he obviously brings that to the various films after this that he's directed. The writing was good. It was a little too slow for me. The pacing was a little bit not all over the place, but it was a little slow. And it was 2 hours and 10 minutes, but I think it could have been an hour 50, maybe. But what do I know? I mean, I'm not a director. But again, like, I don't get how some of these movies end up on these lists, these top tens and stuff like that. And you watch me like, is it me? Am I not getting something? Because I'm like, this is really isn't that exciting or stuff like that. So, um, yeah, I give this a 6.8. I was so bummed out by it. And that was it. You know, I was asking my friends over at Claude. I said, "Hey, help me decide these three movies." And they said, "Don't look anything up for Memories of Murder. The ending is, blah blah blah." And I was like, I got to the ending. I was like, "Go fuck
Okay.
yourself, Claude." Said, "This is what's taking over the world. Your shitty taste. Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is what I'm worried about.
I mean,
Losing
it
my
was
job for
good.
that."
Yeah, it was a good ending, but like I wouldn't be like, bro, the end of this movie. Just don't look anything because that you're setting somebody up for like it was good. I appreciated what they did with the flipping of the characters, but it's not like this,
Wasn't that good?
insane, yeah, twist that's never been done before.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah. Just based on that, I'm no longer scared of AI.
No, me either.
Come
And
on.
I trust the Claude, but they're one of the good guys, I think. So whatever.
I
Whatever.
trust you.
It's funny because I also saw I forgot what I was trying to look up quick, and I saw like just a headline. It was something like, the ending of Memories of Murder, something like whatever. So it pointed out the fact about the ending, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in for something good. Like here we go. And then the ending happened, and I was like, eh, I liked it, but it wasn't that good.
Ending explained.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah, it didn't need that much explained to me,
Yeah.
really. Like, it seemed pretty straightforward.
Ending of Memories of Murder destroys all other movies. Click here to
Sh
read more.
Shocking ending to
Yeah.
Memories of Murder.
Oh,
Hear it here.
That's
So
that's
that's
definitely
yeah,
going to be the name of this video, by the way.
yeah,
Shocking, the shocking
yeah.
ending of Memories of Murder.
You gotta. Yeah. It's I guess I compare this a little bit to Zodiac, and I think Zodiac is far and away better than this movie. Just everything about it is far and away better. The script, the directing, the tension, the pacing, even though it's longer than this movie. Um, yeah, I don't know. if Downey Jr. was throwing drop kicks, 10 for Zodiac. But hey,
They need they
that's better than interrogating. That's better than like torturing somebody. You just drop kicking people out of nowhere.
Double foot drop kick.
Yeah. I lost my shit. I started dying laughing when he came over the table and drop kicked that handsome boy.
That's what I'm
fantastic.
saying. There were so many like funny moments in the movie. Uh, when they go through all that stuff with the pop song, and then he just slides back over the table. He's like, "Baldies." So the Baldies were doing that.
Yeah, there was a couple of funny things. I mean, the drop kicks is number one though. That was every single one. I was so happy.
He's
So good.
Um, uh, yeah, I don't. This is tough to score. Um, there's parts of it I really like, and yeah, like you guys aren't wrong with what you're saying. And I think if I scored it immediately after I watched it, it would have been lower. But after reading everything about it and learning more about the actual events, it kind of went up a little bit for me. So I'm gonna go 7.9.
all
Like
right. I like
pretty
that.
decent. Not
Nice.
it's again, Robbie is 100% correct. Shave 20 minutes off of this. And like you could probably even eliminate like the middle suspect, the guy who was tugging one out in the woods. And like it wouldn't have changed anything because you already understand that they're looking at all these guys and aren't they have no evidence. They're planting evidence with shoe prints and whatever, and they're coercing people in the evidence in the interrogation room. Like we don't need another you know non guilty person. Like we
But you
didn't
spend
need that
like
at all.
yeah, you spend like 20 minutes on it. 20, 30 minutes, and it's like li literally nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I assume they had to have been like, should we do like one more? Yeah, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like they could have either just left it at uh the Kwang-ho and then the handsome ki guy, which I forget his name, or done maybe like a little montage of them like drop kicking like 10 different people. And that would
But
have
like
been the
you're
same
right
thing.
though. To your point, like what are you getting out of it? We know that they torture people. We know that they have a bunch of suspects that went nowhere or just creeps.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you got extra other than I guess sometimes they like to hang people upside down. I
Yeah,
mean,
I guess.
you could, you could have did that to the first guy.
Whatever. Um,
Nice
uh,
panties though the guy was wearing.
yeah, not bad.
Comfortable. Look like very comfortable.
Yeah, agree. Um, is there anything in this movie that you guys want to bring up that doesn't fit in a segment?
We'll see if they pop up organically.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we could always talk at the end, but Robbie, since this was your pick, why don't you choose? Should we do characters or scenes first?
Scenes. Scenes.
Huh? Let's
Least
do
favorite.
least
Oh,
favorite.
sorry.
Okay. Do you
Okay.
want to kick us off?
I will. Yeah, I will. My least favorite scene is that poor boy getting hit by the train. That was a tough that was a tough one. That poor guy
Brutal.
was yeah, that poor guy was just like, you know, being tortured in the beginning of the movie, they're making fun of him. He does the old a wood nail into the guy's leg. That just which is just a massive fight broke out of nowhere. I don't know why, I guess. Who knows? Um, but yeah, that was tough to see. Him like them torturing him and then all the stuff that he went through in the movie, the poor guy, and then he gets nailed by a train. And that was tough, and I felt bad for him.
You think he did it on purpose, the train?
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He got. I mean, no matter how you know challenged you are, I think train's coming.
I think like I said, I mean, kind of the not the theory, or maybe it was confirmed at some point, but what a lot of people were talking online was that he just had like a mental break once he saw the picture of the guy and just kind of like reminded him of, what happened to him and, that he's like this ugly, disfigured person. And he just kind of, He did. He just went up to the train tracks and said, "I'm done."
Could be.
That's Kane. That's his brother Kane.
Oh my God. That's gotta be Kay.
That's Kane. I thought he was burning a fire. That's Kane.
Um, thinking back on it, and I don't really like this choice if this was their choice. I read that a number of their suspects did kill themselves throughout this investigative process because of torture and coercion. I'm sure they only showed it like really quick, but I think the handsome dude, they like showed people like, whispering about him as they walked by. So like you have to assume that, especially a small town, your reputation's probably ruined until you're completely exonerated. So
Yeah.
like I'm not surprised, but I don't think that Kwang-ho was the best choice to have killed himself. Like to represent those people that did that, if that's what they were going for. I don't know.
But did it happen IRL?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
That's what I mean. Like people did, suspects did, but I don't know if it was someone like him. I have no idea.
Mm.
somebody went away for like 20 years for
Because
this.
of like a false confession.
Yeah, and he was exonerated once. I think the evidence came out about the guy who did it,
Actually
who was
did.
already in jail for killing his sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
Um,
Not to go down a rabbit hole, but can you imagine serving 20 years and like not knowing you didn't do it? What reparation could you ever get for
yeah,
20 years of your life?
yeah, it
Nothing.
was like a $2.2 million lawsuit they filed, something like that. And the guy's like that he was like still no amount of money can help with what I had to go through for 20 years.
Yeah. It's
Insane.
horrible.
I have dreams where I'm in jail sometimes and I'm devastated and I wake up and I'm so excited. So I can just like imagine like being in jail for
Seems
20 years.
horrible.
One day I'll probably cry to my mommy.
I
I
mean, we
think
don't have to get into it here, but the one time that I got arrested for some BS, even like 6 hours, I was like,
yeah.
I'm reformed. I'll never do anything ever again.
I'm born again, baby.
I think there was a movie about that. Probably deserved like a 9.4 rating.
Sing Sing, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
sing, 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 sing. Sing, sing went right down the toilet when I was done watching it.
Yeah, that was a
No, I think I know what you're talking about, Ryan. It was definitely a 9.4. Couldn't have
yeah,
been any higher than
somewhere in there.
that.
Um, Ben, you want to go? You want me to go?
Sure, I'm going to give you a joke answer because I mean we already went down this path, but any scene where somebody didn't get drop kicked into outer space was was my least favorite scene because you set the bar so high with some of the greatest drop kicks ever put on film. So anytime a scene didn't end with somebody getting drop kicked, I don't care if it was the little girls. Uh, I was like just disappointed. I was like, all right, what do we got next?
Drop kick everybody.
I don't know. I wish there was more so we can cut it up, splice it, put Shawn Michaels music to it.
Fantastic. Um, I'm gonna go. I mean, I think Robbie picked definitely my least favorite scene. My second least favorite scene also included him, and that was them like bringing him out in the woods to like dig his own grave. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is your tactics. Um, the until again, I think I don't know how to say it, but shows up. Like the police force was incredibly terrible. Like
Awful.
laughable. Like how bad this was. They're like planting shoe prints. They're coercing people. Like, what are we doing?
I
And
don't know too if it like sorry, go ahead, finish.
no, I was just gonna say, and like at this time in the 80s, I mean, not that I understand it or of course like agree with it, but it's like the media sort of became or was becoming like what it is now or what it became in the 90s and early 2000s. But again, their technology is not there. So like the media is like, "Ooh, we needed somebody, we need a, someone, you have to arrest somebody now." And they're just
Yeah.
like, it's, I always say, like, I don't know how anyone got caught. Like, there must have been so many incorrect arrests because people could just have been like, yeah, Benny did it. And the cops would be like, all right, good enough for me. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
it. And you're in jail for 20 years.
Yeah, I don't know too if like, obviously it was done on purpose for the movie, but like it seemed like they got more evil with what they were doing after So shows up. And like because it kind not that what they did to Kwang-ho was like um ethical by any means, because that he's like mentally challenged and you're like, but it was almost like not as bad as when they bring in the second guy, the one that was in the woods. Like, dude, they were like, like hanging him upside down. Like, clearly he like by the way he was talking, like you knew he didn't do it. Like Kwang Ho again, it's not ethical what they did to him in any sense, but like the way he was talking and bringing up the points of the murder that either they didn't tell him or weren't released to the public. At least you can see why they were really pushing, pushing, pushing for him to like confess. The second guy like didn't know anything. And
Yeah.
you're like beating the shit out of him, hanging him upside down. So it seemed like it got more vicious. I don't know if that's just them being more and more frustrated with where the investigation is going, or, they're upset with um like kind of taking the lead and making them look bad or anything like that.
Could be,
But
yeah.
to your point, like, so what were they doing? It reminded me like a little bit of like Hot Fuzz, but like
Yeah.
the vicious version of Hot Fuzz, where like no one, whatever, we do what we got to do.
It's wild. For your viewing pleasure after the show, I sent you a compilation of
I
drop
just saw
kicks.
that.
Um, oh, so my turn. For favorite scene. It's kind of it's kind of cliche. I really don't want to pick this, but I'm gonna anyway. Is honestly like the epilogue. Like I did enjoy seeing Park with the family. He's breaking his kid's balls about playing video games. Like leave the kid alone, let him play his games. Um, and then going to the scene of the first scene in the film, where the first murder they show you, and just I don't know, that him looking into the camera, breaking the fourth wall. Like I get what they were trying to do. Um, I don't know. I enjoyed it. Again, cliche as all heck, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's just like it's that he got out, he got, everything, but it's like some the trauma that never healed. And
Oh
like
yeah,
just for it to all come rushing back to him in that ending moment. And, based on what you're saying, it not even leading to anything because it still didn't get figured out for another, 10, 15, 16 years or whatever it ended up being.
right.
It is a great shot to end it on. And as much as I did like the twist ending with Detective So, I liked that they put the little button on it at the end with that.
Yeah, and the kind of like he had an ordinary face. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, could be anybody.
Yeah. Um, my favorite, I'll leave the drop kicks on the table for everybody else, but I loved the scene, and it was probably Aya's least favorite scene, but the when we get to witness the murderer in the cornfields chasing down, I think it was the third or fourth murder.
I think, yeah.
Um, and you just see his head pop up like in Parasite when the head pops up
Oh yeah.
um out of the basement. But I just loved the way that that was shot. I loved her singing the song, and then you kind of hear him whistling in the background, the rain, his head popping up, and then him eventually catching her. And, I just thought it was very well shot, and it was spooky, and it was eerie, and I loved it.
It's a good choice, Robbie.
Yeah, I mean it's cliche as well for me, but I'll go with the rain scene with the train towards the end, basically the last second to last scene of the movie. I just like how that one dude was so convinced that this was the killer and then doesn't believe the DNA results that it's not him, that he just wants to revenge from this guy and wants to kill him. But the other guy, I'm not even gonna say these guys' names because I'm gonna
Park,
mess him up. Park,
Detective Park. Yeah.
Detective Park, he like we were saying, flips a switch and just like, looks in his eyes and it's like, just, it's not him, get out of here. And the other guy just tries to shoot him with whatever. But yeah, I guess that's a fair scene because I definitely didn't think that this dude was the killer, but I also enjoyed the the switch between the characters. How one guy was so stoic the whole time, nothing really bothered him, but I think that that
The
little girl
documents never
dying,
lie.
yeah, but I think that the little girl being killed set him off. Uh, I don't really get why he covered the Band-Aid, but that was weird. That didn't make no sense to me, but what do I know? I don't know a lot. Uh, as my friend Forrest Gump said, I'm not a smart man.
I
Yeah,
didn't
no, I mean,
realize till. Oh, go ahead, Benny. I was just gonna say quickly, like with the little girl, and I didn't realize till after like doing some research that the woman was Park's girlfriend. That they crossed paths. Like I had no idea. I thought it was just like some lady.
yeah, yeah. So it could have been either one of them,
Yeah,
and
either one. Yeah, like
interesting the way that last scene would have played out.
yeah, the randomness of it. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's such. I mean, I'll push back on a little bit because it's almost so over the top the way he flips. But I'm not gonna nitpick because it is very dramatic, like how much he like flips to like I'm gonna just kill this guy in cold blood after seeing the DNA evidence, where I've been saying the whole time. But yeah, no, I get it. That would be if I was nitpicking that scene. It seemed like a little dramatic. But yeah, whatever. I still enjoyed it, and it was definitely up there in my top scenes.
Yeah. I did kind of feel like we talk, talking about like towards the end of the movie, I felt like a lot of stuff that could have been cut out was towards the, beginning, middle. And but like as the movie was going on, I was getting like more interested in to see where it was going. So I mean, it held my attention. At least it wasn't like I was like, come on, like let's go, wrap this
Yeah,
up, wrap it up.
you better wrap that
Wrap
up,
that
B.
shit
Better
up,
wrap
B.
that gavel up. Um, any
Yeah, like
honorary
I
mentions?
didn't real quick just to
Go
put
ahead.
a pin a bow on that. Like I don't know if I was so invested in who did it until like the second half of the movie. Like I was like interested in who did it, but once they like really started getting into like the guy jagging it and then the handsome guy at the end, I'm like, all right, who really did this at this point? Especially when they showed Kwang-ho the picture and he had that reaction. Like obviously it meant something deeper that I don't think we really would have understood. But yeah, like once that all that stuff started happening and Kwang-ho killed him, so like, all right, what is happening right now? Because this is getting
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah. Quick question for you guys, and I think maybe especially for me and Robbie, because we were both expecting a crazy ending or a twist ending because of Claude and the internet. Um, did you have any crazy like thoughts? Like, I bet it's gonna be, whatever. Like I was like, I bet it's gonna be one of the cops.
That's what I thought too. That's what
For
I thought when he.
parts of it, I thought it might have been so.
Yeah.
Like why is he just all of a sudden out here investigating this? And like, the way they were talking about how he looked and how he was so meticulous and like he knows about the third murder and that, not, if he did the detective work, but it was like it just seemed very convenient that like he knows so much or at least can infer so much. The other thing that I don't know if you guys read anything about it, I didn't see anything, but when they were interrogating the second guy, who's the guy that comes in to like fix the pipe? Do you
Yeah,
remember
that
that?
was
And then he
weird. Yeah,
like
yeah.
walks out. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I thought
that's
that
the
too.
killer. Who
Yeah.
is that? Because
Yeah.
then they show him leave and walk past the the guy watching the interrogation. I'm like, they're not just putting this guy in randomly, and like that never really paid off. So I'm interested to see if it is somebody else, because that's what I kind of thought. The way that the killer like hides in the trees and he's like watching, like that's his thing, like he's doing intelligence, he's like finding, because that could have been, the guy had the third suspect had the military background, that he has the picture of the guy in the tree, or if it's him in the tree, I don't know which it is. So it was like that kind of his thing, like he's doing his own detective work, and like that's kind of his background. So I don't know, I thought so for a couple of minutes could have been the killer, and then I was wondering about that guy. Those were the only two things that I noticed.
Robbie, what about you? Any crazy theories while watching it?
No, I thought it was the so as
Same.
well. When
Yeah.
he
Okay.
when he read, I was like, "That's it, we got him." When he read the
Ladies and
interview,
gentlemen.
I was like, I was like,
We
"Yes,
got
mission accomplished."
him.
So, but no, that's how I thought That's how I thought,
Same.
because like for all the things that Benny said. Other than that, I don't know. I couldn't. It was just like I need some conclusion. I need some closure. I need to find out who it is. And when I didn't, I was like, "Fuck you."
I will say though, if it was so, I would have been pissed.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
would have been like, that was corny.
That
That
was
I don't
dumb.
like that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it wasn't him. Because
Agree.
if I can kind of sniff it out that early in the movie, I'm like, you're not
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Then
we
I
know you 25th hour takes.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like maybe one of the early guys first, like that they showed, like even some of the suspects, or like the brother, in the beginning when he's like saying like use your shaman eyes to figure out who's who, but
Yeah.
whatever. I'm glad they didn't do that. Any Ani mentions on scenes? Yeah.
I liked any time that Park and So were fighting, and which one is it? It's not the sergeant,
The chief?
not the first sergeant. Yeah, the chief. I think it's Sang Jae-ho. Like loses his shit.
Yeah.
He's like
I'll kill
he
both of you.
yeah, smacks him in the karaoke bar, throws the fucking chair in the station. Uh I love those scenes. Those are funny.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like there's a lot of like, I don't want to say unintentional comedy because I think it was funny for a reason, but like just those kind of like lighthearted, silly things that happen in the movie,
Yeah.
mostly in the first half, were really good.
Yeah. Agree. I liked the scene with Kwang-ho when he falls out of like the cabinet or the cupboard, and then
Yeah.
they clearly like feel bad because they're pieces of crap, and they're like, "Here, we got you some sneakers, like that'll make up for all the torture." Okay,
Yeah, the nices.
yeah,
Yeah, the
the
old
nicest.
nicest. Come on.
Uh, and of course the drop kicks all
Yes.
deserve an Ani match.
Oh, please, all of them.
Should we just rename the segment to drop kicks? Any drop kicks?
Favorite dropkick.
Yeah. All right. Characters. Favorite to start, I guess.
You're up,
Oh,
right?
damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta go with Park. He was pretty funny at times. He again, great drop kick down a hill. I enjoyed his scenes with his. Honestly, I thought she was a prosty. I didn't think it was his girlfriend for pretty
Same.
much the whole time, but I did really like those scenes, him kind of just like vulnerable, talking about what's been going on and stuff like that. And I know he was a terrible cop, but I still kind of enjoyed watching him be a cop. And I guess that's, what Bong saw in him and put him in, pretty much.
Every movie.
I don't know if every movie, but a lot of his
Close. A
movies.
lot of them.
Yeah.
He's in Snowpiercer.
Really?
Is he?
Yeah, he's the I think if I remember correctly, he's like the homeless dude. Not the home, well, the guy that's all like scrag, like all like drug
Yeah.
dealer looking type
Yeah, I
guy.
think you're right.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Okay.
Um, Spoiler, not spoiler. My birthday pick, I think, is going to be another movie with him in it.
Oh.
Think so. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on it.
What's that, your 50th?
Yeah. 55th.
50th? Wow, congrats.
That was mean.
I'm gonna go. I'm doing it. Give me
Do it.
Jae-ho as the chief. I he was great. He was I hated the first sergeant that was there. He was like again another bumbling, stumbling fool. But when that guy showed up, Sang Jae-ho, he had no nonsense. I liked the way that he dealt with everybody. I like that he took so seriously in the scene with the music. He took what's her name? I believe it's Kwan Kui Ok, the female officer. Um, I just enjoyed his interactions with everybody. Loved him getting pissed drunk in a karaoke bar, launching vomit into the bucket, and then figuring out what they need to do. Just having that moment of clarity. He was great. He was like such a perfect side character.
Agree.
I'm gonna go with Ko Si-hee, Officer Kwan Kwiok, because she was the only smart human being in that fucking office and realized that the song that was playing played every night of the murder and that it rained. She had documentation and everything like that. I got to give it to her because she was a true detective. Shout out Woody and McConaughey. But it's just she she knew, and these idiots didn't know anything. We got the other guy going to bathhouses and staring at random penises.
Baldies.
Yeah, Baldy's just seeing random penises and looking at dudes in the urinal or whatnot of the locker room for investigation. And she's like just piecing stuff together. That's true detective work. So I liked her. I liked her her acting, and I feel like once she found that out, that the movie kind of picked up a little bit.
Yeah. Um, but that didn't really matter, right? Like I didn't miss something. Like, because that guy didn't do it, or we're assuming he didn't do it.
But I feel like they tried to, like, every time it rained, maybe put some
Oh
people out there, I
yeah.
guess.
Like that yeah, that part was accurate, but what I was really getting at is not what you were saying, but like what why was this guy doing that? Like I would have liked at least a little closure on at least that part.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like
But
what's his deal? Why is he picking this song when it rains?
yeah, why didn't you just pick Missy Elliott? Oh, that didn't come out. That didn't come out yet.
No, not yet. What was that song? I think it was Garbage, maybe. I'm only happy when it rains.
Yeah.
That song stunk.
She had a little thing for her. She dead? She died,
Oh,
right?
yeah, she was attractive.
Yeah. Something about her.
I agree.
Courtney Love.
Oh, she was in Hole.
Oh.
Shirley Manson?
Yes. Always on point. Always on
That's
point.
it. That's it. That's right here. Look, right here. The old Buccaneer.
Um, where are we? Least favorite?
Least favorite?
Yes. Least favorite characters, and you go.
I hate to do it. I really hate to do it. But give me Kim Roi-ha as Detective Cho Young-koo. The Shawn Michaels Heartbreak Stud super kick. I just didn't like his character, the actor. There was
Yeah.
something about him that I didn't like. He just looked dirty and dumb, and I don't know. I don't think he brought anything to the table for me in this movie. I could have done without him. It's a shame that he had to get his leg amputated, but you gotta go. You gotta go to the doctor. Tinnitus is a big thing. And
Yeah, what are you doing?
yeah, what are we doing here? Like, go to the doctor. You just got a fucking dirty nail, um, by radio into your fucking leg. So, you got to do what you got to do. And Radio is the Cuba Gooding Jr. movie where he
Yes.
plays Dia. So there you go. I was just trying to, parallel, but I guess that joke
No, that was
wasn't
good.
funny. So that one was a funny joke, but hey, somebody out there got it. Or at
I
least the guy
didn't.
getting it.
And tetanus is what you're thinking of, not tinnitus.
Oh, I was actually thinking about go fuck yourself. How about that?
See, we missed this.
Yeah. This is what we need from this show.
My uh doctor skills.
No, the
Getting
repartee.
No, you tell me to
oh
go fuck myself.
I couldn't even yeah. I'm over here saying hepatitis C or something like that, and it's the wrong thing. Just don't correct me again, please. Just make me look like a smart guy.
Oh, all right, fine, fine. You learned something new unless your name is Robbie.
Thank
Then
you.
you don't want to know.
I don't know anything. Just let me think what I'm thinking is correct.
My least favorite is Byung Hee-bong as Sergeant Ko Hee-bong. And that's the like I said, the first sergeant
Yeah.
that was like, "Oh, you're from the big city.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a yes
what
man.
does he want?"
He's a punk.
Yeah, no, come on, nonsense. I don't know what happened to him. They never said anything. I don't know if he got canned or whatever. And then again, they didn't say where the other sergeant, Sergeant Shin Dong-chul came. Like he was just there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But glad they got rid of Byung Hee Bong. Nothing personal, my guy, but
Sometimes you
what
just
did you
gotta,
do?
yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes you got to pick a least favorite, and I didn't like your attitude.
yes. It's just this guy's over there just collecting a paycheck.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. He wasn't doing it. That's why the chief had to step in.
Yeah, that's it.
Um, I was gonna pick him, so I'm gonna go, and I don't know his name, but the handsome dude, the suspect at the end. Uh,
Cutie patootie.
Cutie patootie. And the main reason is, all right, fine. You didn't do these things. Great. Why the hell are you requesting this song when it rains? I need to know. I don't get it. Just take, okay, it's the 80s. You want to hear that song all the time? Tape it off the radio like the rest of us did. Don't send postcards into the radio station until maybe you'll hear it like once a month. Idiot.
Yeah, listen to Funkmaster Flex restarted 15 times in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
I need you to get out of your car right now. I don't care if you're on the highway. Get out of the car.
Go into the bodega, stick your hand in the cash register just for living.
Just for fun. One go in a bodega also, open a bag of Skittles and just throw it on the floor, then leave. Okay, I guess.
Sure. Um, any Ani mentions, any drop kicks on characters?
Um,
Good, I'll leave it there. I've
Eh,
butchered enough names today.
fair.
yeah, me too. Please.
I'll just quick say, Park's girlfriend. I liked her.
Ride or die, even though she gave him terrible intel, but maybe kind of.
Sort of. I mean, he was, yes, maybe he was a little simple, but he was a creep. He was creeping.
He was there when she got killed,
Yeah.
technically. But I mean, it did lead to kind of the end of his life.
Still don't like that. Um, I want also, it doesn't fit anywhere, but I want to say that I really appreciated the use of the word punk
Oh my God, they were
fairly often,
slinging it,
all over the
slinging the
place.
word punk all over the
You
place.
punk?
Yeah, and also same. Some people don't like the word, but panties was said a lot. Um, I don't know if I'm really like a panties guy per se. I just say like underwear, I guess. I don't know. I
Or
like panties.
doubloons. Like a doubloons.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are nice.
love your panties. It just sounds weird, like moist.
Panties. Panties.
Do me a favor, Sway. Why don't you take those panties off? Let me get a quick sniff.
Well, sounds like you're growing into it a little bit.
Look out. I might just go to the store now and just buy a pair of panties and sleep with them.
Why not? They looked comfortable on that dude.
Hey. And I love that too. Like, So looked at Park like he was like fucking the detective of the year because he saw the guy crouch down in his underwear.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I love too? Like the random slow motion shots.
Yeah.
Like when they
Like,
were, I did like that scene where he goes up to that. This could have been an Ani Mensch, but when they're doing the reenactment and he goes up to him, he's like, "Don't do this. You're gonna look really bad if you do this." And then it just all hell breaks loose.
ridiculous.
Imagine it, like just back then, the reenactment, and they have probably the entire assembled media
I
Damn,
know what's up with that. I mean, I guess different time, different country, but
I guess it's just wild. Um, I don't know. Anything else about Memories of Murder?
was not expecting 48 drop kicks, but I'm glad we got him.
I know that was redeeming. That's why I might watch the movie again.
Just for the drop kicks.
Not for the story, for the kicks.
True.
Unbelievable.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, thanks for the pick, Robbie. And welcome
Yeah, I
back.
mean,
We missed you.
thank you. I miss you guys too.
Yeah.
Got a funny way of showing it.
That's how I
Robbie,
show
drop
emotion.
kick him.
I wish I was good at editing because then I would just have like a drop kick coming through your screen.
Well, listen, if you'd like to send us a GIF of someone drop kicking, please send us a message. We love you. Send us some, I don't know, opinions, whatever, ideas. Robbie, tell him good night.
Good night to the 9 pieces of peaches.
I got nothing better than that. Good night.
Betty, you should, sorry, the picture better be one drop, either one of the drop kicks.
Please. I got them all.
Yeah,
I
do
got
like
them
do a mosaic.
Let
of drop
the
kicks.
boy watch. He needs to learn the way I learned from my father, the way he learned from his father. Let